Everything that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created is in man, in mankind. All the biggest galaxies, everything that Allah has created. You understand everything? Hell and paradise, from the kursi to the arsh, everything that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created, it is in mankind, as it is in Sayyidul Kainat, as it is in the Holy Prophet ﷺ. So now for you to understand that, to take everything out, you have to be put into this lowest place for you to be able to see, to take it out. I have given you that knowledge. I have given you that aql, meaning that intelligence. I have given you prophets. I have given you books. I have given you heart. I have given you the angels, and I have given you the awliya Allah, always to remind you. Although you are surrounded by your four enemies here, I have given you millions of friends. Never forget. Just with one thing alone, not million things, one thing you can reach to me using your aql. Just by using your aql, you can reach to me. Just by using your intelligence, you can reach to me. Never mind about prophets or books. So, and Allah is saying, if you take one step to me, I will take 10 steps to you. You understand? And so now, everything is in mankind, and we have to be in the alam, in this world of creation. Not only the alam of creation, but the alam of the lowest of the low, to understand how great Allah is. Do you understand? Now in the lowest of the low, understanding that everything is inside of us, is contained within mankind. And that time, when you make that jump, as Maulana Rumi is saying, I was a mineral, and I died, and I was reborn. I became a vegetable, and I died, and I was reborn. He was talking not of reincarnation. What matters if our meat, our karni, our meat changes? What matters is our spirit. Your meat can change 1,000,000 times. If your spirit doesn't change at all, it means nothing. You can live one life, but if you've gone through 1,000 deaths, and your spirit at every time you are cutting your ego down, you die, you come up to another. Every time you're cutting your ego down, you die, you come to another point. This is what you want. The one who doesn't want to change, and he only realizes it, as Allah is saying, when his life is taken and he realizes it. Give us just one breath, we will come back to you. Like what we're talking about. If a man, all his life, he only knows how to do this one thing in this way, despite everyone else saying, no, try another way, he's very stubborn. Do you think he's ever going to change if he dies like that? If you give him another chance, he says, begging to you, please, he sends back to this world, he will forget everything and he'll go back to the same habit. If he gets back here 1,000 times he's going to break his promise. And we go through this every day. We know. So now we have to break that habit. We have to break our wrong behavior now. This is what the Dergah is supposed to be. It is a place where your idols are going to be broken. It is a place where your hearts are going to be broken. So, in this world now, Allah has sent us here to make us to remember. Christians, they're saying we're punished and we're sent into this world. No, that's not it. Because mankind is created in perfection. Perfection. Hazrati Insan is created in perfection. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying in that same surah, we have created you in a Ahsani Taqweem. We have created you in the most perfect, most perfect. So now we are sent here for us to remember. We have that knowledge, we have everything, to remember to that perfection. Although it's pulling us to remember to that perfection and to strive to that perfection, then we have to fight. Once you fight, you will win. If you don't fight, you cannot. If you don't fight, you cannot gain nothing. If you're thinking, lying down and saying, I have to defeat my ego, and you're just sitting, lying down like that, you'll fail. You cannot, that's not the way. So this is beginning. And you know, after all of this, all these thousands of years of this world, all of these experiences, all of these histories, everything, every civilization, every hardship, every joy, every breath, every effort in this world, it will be nothing. It will be gone. And all of this is not real. All of this, it is a dream. But man, when he dies, he will wake up. So how much importance we should be placing now? How much trust we should be placing on our joy, on our happiness, or on our sadness, on our ease, or in our troubles? Because one day we're going to die, but we're going to be transformed to something else. Then you're going to die from that. You're going to be transformed to something else. You're going to die, you're going to be transformed to something else, as Maulana was saying. Those who are not experiencing that death while they're in this world, where it is only a short time that is given to you, very short, to learn all of this. We're thinking, oh, whole lifetime we have to go through this. It's very long. Don't we think that? So much, so long, whole life we have to go through this. Are we understanding how much time we're here on this face of earth? This time for this nation is given only 60 to 70 years, 63 years. Out of that 63 years, 16 years of age, you have no mind. All your mind is somewhere else. Up till the age of 20, 25, you're still running around. 30, you start to slow down. 40 years of age, then you start to realize certain things. Correct or no? 40 to 63, say 23 years. Calculate those 23 years, most people, they sleep 12 hours a day. Or they say you have to sleep 10 hours or 8 hours. Cut. Now from that 23 years is only 12 years. Correct? Out of that 12 years, calculate the time that you spend going to toilet. How many years is going to be? Calculate the time that you're eating, you're playing, you're watching TV, you're doing all sorts of malayani. Calculate all that time. Subtract it from that 12 years. You're left only with a handful of years, if it is that, to sit down and to think for your Lord, about your Lord. Even if you take 63 years thinking about your Lord, even if you're thinking for 1,000 years in this life, worshipping to your Lord, it is nothing compared to the time of pre-eternity it is nothing compared to the time when even this worldly time is going to be destroyed and you enter into another time and another dimension. This is nothing. You realize that all this is just a joke. That's what Maulana is saying. You're going to wake up when you're dead laughing about all the things you used to think that is so important. Understand? Don't think too much about these things. You're going to go crazy anyway. Your mind might short circuit and you say that now, because of that, I'm just going to be like a bum on the street. That's an easy way to do. That's how people become calendars and all of that. It's very easy to do, to be irresponsible. So many, they are fake. Some, they are right. They are true. They are real. There's so many, they're just using that as an excuse. It is more difficult to follow the sunnah of your Prophet ﷺ, to realize all of that and yet to still plant that date tree. You understand? You think he doesn't know? He didn't want to come back when he went for the Miraj. And he didn't. Holy Prophet ﷺ stayed and only one ray came back to this world. And that was enough for the world. So, understand, this is a reality. That's why thinking about death will make you to become more real. You don't believe in anything that I'm saying. You believe in death, you're going to be left alone with nothing. Yes? Same thing. The one who gained this whole world is Iskandar. The one who gained this whole world, not Iskandar, Zulkarnain. He passed from this world. It says, make sure that you just give me one sheet of coffin covering my body. Make sure you put my hands out. Stick them out. Don't dress me up with fancy clothes. Because it was the practice of the people that when they die, they want to be very fancy. They're still not understanding. You're leaving this earth. You're entering into another dimension. You don't need nothing. That is showing how foolish they are. They're still thinking you can take this. You don't need nothing. You cannot bring anything there. You like it. You cannot. You like your clothes. You want to go past this atmosphere. You cannot bring your clothes. You have to wear different kinds of clothes. No, but I like it. You cannot survive there. You have to wear different. I don't like those clothes. They're very ugly. What do you know? This is what is hell is pulling you. Because you're not understanding. So his hands open like that to show, I have east and west. I conquered both east and west. But when I die with nothing. I take nothing with me. This whole world right now in the Western Hemisphere, where it is winter now, whole world, where it is winter, snow is coming, covering everything. This is a sign from your Lord. The whole world now is in coffin. It is a funeral shroud now. Everything is dead. There's no more life. But from that, Allah will give life. It's supposed to make man to realize. Man must realize. Because we're given that will. So, you have to go through, pass through different stages, different tests. Because Allah is saying, for you to be able to know me, you have to go through all these things. And it is just nothing. It is nothing. That time you have the experience and you have that knowledge. That time you can represent me properly. If you don't know, you don't feel, you cannot represent me properly. You're going to become a tyrant. Understand? May Allah forgive me and bless you, inshallah. May Allah raise the station of our Shaykh. May we always be protected, inshallah Rahman. Wa min Allahu tawfiq, for the sake of the Holy Prophet alayhi salatu wassalam. Hurmatil Habib, Hurmatil Fatiha.